Hello everyone, my name is Josephine Young. Pilates and dance are very closely related. A lot of the professional dancers overseas, they do Pilates regularly because Pilates help them to build the inner strength that they need, build their endurance, coordination, and the most important thing is about building the core and having symmetrical strength, even strength on both sides of their body. So it's really important to do Pilates when you talk about having a very good, sustainable career in dance. So today I'm going to introduce to you some of the exercises that you can practice and allow you to improve and have a better body, better strength as a dancer. Okay. Now, a lot of time when we are dancing a lot, we need to lift the leg in front or kick your leg up high. The hip flexor will become very tight at the front here, okay? Now, if you're ever feeling the hip flexor here very tight, this is a stretch that you should do as a dancer. You want to kneel with one leg in front, the other leg at the back. It's like a 90-degree position here. Now, from this position, all I want you to do is just tuck your bottom forward and then return. So I'll keep my hands here on your waist. Hope you can see it. So from my hand is straight here, I'm going to turn it the other way. You can use your hand to guide you a little bit and then you release. I'm actually doing the lower body contraction. So once you do that contraction forward, you feel the whole stretch at your thighs to your knees, okay? And then return. Inhale and then exhale. I'm basically tilting my pelvis, your entire pelvis bone. I'm just tilting it forward. And then return. Inhale and then exhale. Imagine you have a soup bowl. Pour it backwards. And then release. And then exhale. Okay, now I'm going to change the other leg so you can see what's going to happen. Now if you see this side, basically nothing much happened. Inhale and then exhale. And then release. Now, I'm not purposely squeezing for my butt, but I'm just tilting using my tummy, lifting my pubic bone towards my belly button, and then I release. It's better to see on the other side, so I'll change on the other side for you to see. Here, inhale, and then exhale, and then release. Inhale, and then exhale. I scoop the bottom forward, this way, and then release. Inhale. And then exhale. And then return. One more time. And then release. So it's a very good, nice stretch for your thighs. Now, one thing I need you to practice as a dancer is actually your breathing, okay? A lot of time we breathe the wrong way. So we're going to teach you how to breathe properly for a dancer. Now, you have your hand in front of you. I want you to put your hand at your rib cage now, not at your waist, but at your rib cage, at the bone there, right below your chest, okay? Now, with your fingers touching together. Now, when you breathe in, I want you to expand your rib cage to the side. You can feel your rib cage going apart. And then exhale. All your fingers join back together. Inhale. And then exhale. Tightening your tummy. And again, inhale. And then exhale. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Can you see my hand is opening sideways and close, sideways and close? So a lot of us, when we are breathing, we breathe through the chest. If you're breathing through the chest, you'll be out of breath very easily. And when you're on stage, it just doesn't look good when somebody is seeing you. When you do a series of difficult movement and then you stop and people see you, it just doesn't look nice. So a deeper breath should be going outwards. Once you're able to master this, you're able to have a deeper, longer breath, and also it doesn't look bad on stage. People can see your chest moving up and down, okay? because people won't be able to see it so obviously if you're moving your rib cage sideways. It looks very tiring when you're breathing from your chest. If I'm doing this, people will have an illusion that you have a breathing difficulty, that you do not have enough stamina. Now let's start with lying down on the floor, okay? So while you're lying down on the floor in this position, I want you to make sure that your back is in the neutral spine, which is in a very relaxed position. There's a natural curve at your lower back, okay? Now we're going for an ab prep. Now it's very similar to upper body contraction. You're going to inhale. When you exhale, you lift up your head, chin down towards your chest, you roll forward. And you want to keep your tummy very tight because you don't want to come up too high, your tummy popping out. And then you relax. Inhale and then exhale. And then return down. You can even make it more like upper body contraction by reaching your hands up towards the ceiling. You're going to exhale, roll up, drop your hand at the side. Inhale, reach your hands up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, rounding your body forward. Imagine there's a ball at your tummy. You'll want to try to round over the ball, but by keeping your lower back straight on the floor. So doing this exercise on the floor to practice your upper body contraction is going to give you a better guidance because your lower back has to be straight when you're on the floor. And exhale. And then return. And then exhale. So it looks like a crunches, but the most important thing is about keeping your tummy deep inside and lift the belly button up towards your chest. Okay, when you're dancing, you want to keep the core strong. You don't want to just do this. It's not just a swinging, okay? It's you really let your tummy go deep inside and lift up. Okay, that's the feeling. One last time you're going to do. Take a deep breath and then exhale. Belly button going deep inside and lift up towards your chest. And then return down. Okay, of course, we have a lower abs contraction too. Okay, now I'm going to put my hand in a diamond shape like this. Okay, I'm going to put my diamond on top of my shin. My fingers, 4 fingers will be on my pubic bone. Okay, my wrist will be on my pelvis bone. Okay, my thumb at my belly button. Now, if we are keeping in this position, it should be nice and flat. This is just standing position. You should be straight, right? Now, from here, I want you to tilt the pelvis. Now, you want to use the energy from your tummy. Think about there is a string pulling from your tummy, okay? You're pulling the pubic bone closer towards your belly button, and then you release. And then exhale. This is a lower abs contraction. And then release. We call this an imprint in Pilates. Exhale. You want to tilt. Now, you want to be careful not to scoop the bottom. As you can see, my bottom is relaxed. A lot of time when we do a lower abs contraction, lower body contraction, what we do is we tuck the bottom. So you need to understand it's not about tucking of the bottom, it's about pulling your belly button, okay? Pulling your pubic bone towards your belly button. Everything should come from your tummy. That's why you will get the strength to do your balancing, okay? Because your core is strong. You know how to control the core. So I'm going to make it a little bit harder for you. So you want to go into this imprint, lower body contraction. Lift up one leg, lift up the other leg. Okay, hands relaxed at the side. You're going to straighten your leg to the front. And then you return. You want to keep those lower back touching down all the time. And you're not feeling those your lower back, okay? You want to feel the energy come from your tummy. Of course, I can make it harder by adding upper body contraction and then return. And then exhale. So this is a full body contraction already. My upper body is coming off. My lower body, pelvis is scooping up. And then release. One more time. And then return. Of course, I can even do it harder. I want you to straighten your legs on the floor and reaching your hands to the back. Now we're going to come up into the full teaser. We're going to reach your hands up, roll up, and sit up straight into a teaser. And they're going to melt your spine down. You realize I'm going through my body vertebra by vertebra. I lift my hands up first. I lift off my head. From here, I'm going to scoop. Scoop. And then I'm going to sit up straight. And then I'm going to slowly coming down. I need to scoop my bottom forward first. I lower the lower back first. Upper back. Head. And then I release my hand down. It's very similar to your pleating. So if you practice this well, it's going to be much easier in your pleating exercise. Head off. Scoop from the tail and then coming up. Inhale and then exhale. Scooping the tailbone forward. Can you see I'm doing a little bit. And then lower down. And then release. One more time. Hands up. Hips rolling up. Shoulders rolling up. Then I'm going to scoop and then up using my tummy and then lower down and release. Now the next exercise, I will be lying down on my tummy in this position, okay? I'm going to open my hand, okay, in the position where my elbow is beside my waist, my palm slightly in front of my shoulders. I open my legs slightly wider, okay? Now from here, we are just going to do a cobra. Now make sure when you do this position, don't drop your neck. You want to keep your neck still lengthened. Your neck muscles is working. So you're basically like standing in straight position. You're going to inhale, look up, lift up your chest, use your hand strength to push yourself up. Now at this point, don't collapse your back. You want to lift up those tummy. Now a lot of time when we do back bend, if you do not lift up your tummy, you'll become like that. There's a lot of strain at your lower back. You feel a squeezing your lower back that doesn't feel good. If you have back pain, I know we need to do a lot of back exercises. You need to lift up those tummy. Can you see the difference? Imagine you're pulling a zip up towards your chest. Your belly button wants to go towards your chest. And then you slowly lower down. And again, inhale. You're going to look up and push yourself all the way up, tightening your tummy. And then you're slowly coming down, elbow touching down to the floor, and then lower down. One more time. Now, of course, from here, we can do a little bit more advanced exercise here to just make sure that your back is strong. You can lift your leg up towards the ceiling, rock your body forward, and then push yourself up. Okay, this is to strengthen your back muscles. You want to lift up your leg. Think about your legs leading the way and allow your body to lean forward. Then you push yourself up, okay? Lift up your leg, allow your body to lean forward. And then you come up. Now try not to do this, okay? So you don't want to do that, then you release there's no more tension in your back anymore. You want to keep the shape. So it's just like you're doing a pawn shape, right? You want to, or arabesque. This is the arabesque position. You keep the arabesque position and you lift your leg up. Now if you're very strong at your back, you can release your hand and catch and catch. Okay, so you train your back muscles and of course training your butt muscles also at the same time. Okay, if you're even more advanced, you can do this. I'm just keeping my hands off. All right, and then slowly lower down. Finish by stretching your back a little bit. Sit on your heels. Round your body forward into a nice shallow stretch position. And then slowly you roll up from the tail to your head. Okay, now we are standing up. We need to do some standing exercises also. Now, today's focus will be a lot about the core strength. So we're going to practice some balancing, including some core work. So because when we dancing, we need to do a lot of movement. We need to have a very balanced core muscles. If your core is not strong, you can't balance. So we're going to practice that, okay? Now, all I want you to do now is to balance on one leg, okay? Whichever leg, just pick up the leg. Okay, now put your hands behind your head. Now you want to start by finding your balance first. Okay, keep your shoulders down. You want to stand up very nice and straight. Make sure not one bottom is hiking up. You want to keep it nice and stable and low, okay? Now from here, you're going to inhale, exhale, rotate your body. Find your balance and then return, come back to center. Inhale and exhale. You turn your body. I want you to think about squeezing in your tummy very nice and tight. You should be able to feel the tension here at your tummy. If you're not feeling the tension here, probably you're not working hard enough around your core muscles, okay? And then return. And realize this leg is pointing to the front all the time. Exhale. Inhale to return. Now to add on a little bit more challenging, you can straighten your leg. Lengthen that leg long. And then you return. And then again. And then return. And then exhale. And return. One more time. And then return. You can do as much as possible until you feel tired. Okay, now I'll face sideways so you can see my movement better. I'll repeat on the other leg. So I'm balancing on one leg, all 10 toes to the front, put my hands behind my head. So I turn, and then return. Exhale, turn, and then return. Of course, I can add in my leg, and then return, and then return. You realize I exhale to keep my tummy tight and turn. And then come back. One more time. And then return, coming back to the center. And then relax. Now, of course, rotating is a very good exercise that we need to do. We need to add in a little bit more side bend, okay? Now, same thing. You're going to keep your leg parallel. Pick up one leg. Same thing. Put your hands behind your head. Now, I want you to add on a little bit more. So you're going to turn your body first. Okay, look at the side. Now from here, you're going to go down. Elbow wants to touch your knee. And then coming up. And then return, come back to center. And again, inhale. And exhale. Tighten your tummy and go down. Think about squeezing in those tummy very tight. Sideways, and then you return. Everything step by step. Step 1, turn. Step 2, going down. Step 3, return, look at the side. And then come back to center. I'll face sideways so you can see the other side. Lift up one leg. Balance, so you go return. Inhale. And then exhale, going down. So you want to be nice and control. Side. And then return and feel the abs. Turn. And then down. And then coming up. And then return. One more time. Turn. And down. And then come up, and then return, come back to the center, and then you relax. So by doing that turn and twist, you're able to engage every part of your core muscles. Deep core muscles, your obliques, your transversus abdominis, all working together to hold your posture nice and straight so you won't fall. So when you're doing dancing, everything, all the movement, different movement, you are able to find your center point, you are able to balance, okay? Now, a little bit more on the legs, okay? So we're going to practice for a little bit more on your legs. I'm going to face sideways so you can see my movement, okay? So begin with some easy warm-up first. You're going to inhale, now exhale. I want you to look at the floor. Slowly round your body down. You want to make sure you relax your head. Look in between your legs and then all the way down. Okay, if you are tight at your hamstring, keep your knees slightly bent. You will feel the stretch your back. Now, when you roll up, I want you to think about lifting from the tummy. Your bottom going down. And then you're slowly rolling up. And stand up straight. Then we do again. Look down, round your back. Now, keep your tummy very tight. Imagine you're hanging your body over a fence, so you're not letting your tummy come up. Lift it up. Always lifting those tummy in. And then slowly rolling up, stack up your spine. Lift up your tummy. Okay, everything should come from the core, especially us dancer. You need to lift your tummy very nice and strong. Now, here is when I'm going to train you a little bit on your hamstring, about your balancing, okay? How you can fall forward and come up easily, okay? So what I want you to do is just kick one leg behind you, okay? We're going to use the same movement to go down and the same movement to come up, but in one leg. So you're going to inhale and then exhale, look down. And round my back. You realize I'm not looking forward, I'm looking down.
I'm looking in between my legs, and then I'm go all the way down. Now, this is a challenging part. You should be able to feel a stretch your hamstring already. From here, stand up.
You want to make sure your spine is rolling down like a worm and coming up like a worm, okay? Articulate the spine. We'll show you just one more time. Inhale, and then exhale, look down. Round your body. Relax your shoulders. I am looking at my leg now. Try to find your balance as much as you can. And then going down. You feel the stretch, your hamstring. From here, use your hamstring strength to roll up. My head is still not coming up yet. My head is the last. And then I come up, okay? I'll show you on the other side. So it's the same thing, okay? Maybe I should face this side so you can see this leg, what is happening to this leg. Okay, so I kick one leg behind. I stand up nice and tall. Now look down. And I roll down. My back leg is not touching. Now from here, I'm going to roll up. Now I use the strength from my entire leg to help myself to come up. Okay, if you need to, if you're less flexible, you can keep the knee slightly bent, okay? But you should be able to feel the entire back portion here working very hard. This is a part that we seldom use, okay? And one more time, inhale. And the exhale, look down. And then slowly rolling up. Try not to touch the floor. Come up all the way. Okay, so here is some simple exercise for you to practice your hamstring strength. Of course, when you are much more advanced, you can try to do the same movement by lifting your leg up higher. But first thing you need to make sure is you are able to balance, your hips are square to the front, okay? Just going to show you one time if I make it a little bit harder. So I'm going to stand straight first. I'm going to kick my leg as high as possible. I roll down. You want to start from your head first. While I'm going down, I lift up my leg down. Okay? And then slowly, when I come up, my leg slowly lower. One more time. Okay? I'm keeping my hip square. My hip is facing to the side. I'm not doing this. Okay? And then you're going to look down. Round your body. And then I slowly lift up my leg. I squeeze my butt. And then going down. You can touch the floor, or you want to test your balance, don't touch the floor. And then you go slowly rolling up and stand up nice and straight. Okay? Thank you all for watching this video until to the end. I hope you learned something that can help you to become a better and stronger dancer. You can drop a comment, or you can send a private message to me if you have any questions, okay? And thank you very much for watching this video.